What's up, family? How y'all doing out there? And what can I say? What kind of world we in today? In the digital world. Yeah, I'm happy to be here, man. I'm glad you invited me onto the show, and just by chance we met up. So this has been a great meeting together, man. And hopefully it'll be a long-lasting relationship.
Oh, no doubt, because I think we got a strong community building in that BlackBerry community right there.
Dude, you are
And
doing it. I gotta give you props, man. Everything that you're doing is positive. You're deflecting the haters because they're out there,
oh,
but that's just a part of the territory.
it
But
sure
you're doing
is.
a great job. I appreciate
Well,
that.
thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Well, it goes back to when I first in Austin. It was the first BlackBerry Jam, which was for developers when they was prior to the release of BB10 OS, and I have my developers edition somewhere around here. I got three of them, and in Austin, man, that's when I hooked up with the BlackBerry evangelist, and they got me, and they seen how enthusiastic I was about the operating system, and they just seen my energy. And from that, I just started getting online and, following Crackberry and places like that. And I just happened to run across Remarkable. I was like, man, this is a beautiful site. And I'm not just, I was brought into Remarkable. I'm doing the majority of running it now. But and I want to give a shout out to Rob Dunwood, who was actually the main man who started Remarkable back when BlackBerry was king, and it was a very successful website. It's very still successful. It's just don't get to post as much. So, as going through and leaving some posts, I hooked up with Rob Dunwood, and I was like, hey man, I'm big into BlackBerry, and I would love to, start doing some posts because that's about the time when the BB10 was fixing to launch. And it was like, yeah, so we hooked up and I started doing small posts and it went from there. But now I'm pretty much the main man. He's no longer with BlackBerry. He's moved on, and I'm the main man now. So I do as much as I can when I can. It's hard to, it's real hard to keep a site like that going if you don't have the time. I got a lot of different projects, but that's pretty much how I started. I think this was back late 2012, early 2013 is when I really started getting deep into remarkable.com. You can follow me on Twitter at BlackBerry Hank, and then the same with Instagram is under at BlackBerry Hank. So
Great, great,
just Google me, just Google BlackBerry Hank, and you can find me. I'm all on Google.
good.
This listen, let me show you where I started. Right, this is the LG Music. Do you
Right.
remember this phone,
Yeah,
bro?
from Sprint.
This was my baby. All right, Sprint, exactly. I've been
Yeah.
with Sprint. I can tell you how long I've been with Sprint. This was my baby, and one day, I've always was BlackBerry, but when the president was rocking BlackBerry, and everybody was like, man, I said I got to get a BlackBerry. My
Yeah.
brother was talking about it, so I came home. Actually, I came home from work. I had to work that Christmas. I came home and opened all my presents, and then when I got into my room, there was a black. I still got my original box, and this was the baby that was waiting. I still have my original curve, and I was so excited. You can just tell. Look at the back of this because I be used to just spinning around. It
Uh,
still has the trackball here.
oh
This is my
man.
first BlackBerry, man. It was the curve.
Woo.
I think the real reason was the implementation of BB10.
Mm.
Um, I think just because it's efficient, it's fast, it was quick. Uh, don't get me wrong, I've dabbled with different OSs and I still do because I'm a tech guy
Right.
by heart. BlackBerry number one first, but it's just it's the keyboard really is what keeps me with BlackBerry. I just can't get away from the keyboard. And then with BB10, it just changed the whole game. And I think it's just all around system, and BB10 the way it's implemented. the OS, and especially the hub and things like that. It just makes my job and whatever I do easier in the day.
So
Yeah, sorry.
there it is. You heard it right
I,
there.
man, I mean, I can't. I mean, I try different devices, but when you don't have that hub, it's just a little difficult. It's just so convenient. It's bam, 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 and you're in and out.
So
So
do
I would have
you
to say that's my number one.
now? What do you do that? Do you go into
I,
the hub
I
for everything or no?
I'm kind of like you. If I'm just within an app, I'll hit the hub. But I'm usually have 4 or 5 different apps open. If
Okay,
you can see
yeah.
here, I got some apps open right here on the
Oh,
black
got
one.
you, got you, got you.
So I have the apps kind of like you. I'll be inside BBM, Facebook, Twitter, or well, I actually don't use the Twitter app. I use Black. None at LG.
That's it. Oh wow.
That's it.
So you use
Now
like a
I did have an older Sprint phone before the music. Now listen, when I got the music, I thought that was I was able to use an FM modulator connected to my stereo,
yeah. I had
load
one of
my
those.
little SIM and load my music. I thought I was in heaven, right? So before that, prior to that, when my wife is military, we did 5 years up in Alaska and Anchorage, and I don't even remember the type of phones I had. I don't even know if it was Sprint, but they were just no smartphones. So I think BlackBerry was the actual original first, actually was the first smartphone that I
Wow.
actually had.
That,
Very, very rarely.
wow.
The only reason I would is someone's asking me,
Mm.
they're interested, so I'll load it and test it, and then I'll make a recommendation of how it's running. Now, if you're running 10.2 still, I would say right now you want to wait till you upgrade to 10.3. But let me see. I got, as you know, I got about 6
Oh
Blackberries.
yeah.
So my main two are my two passports, but my main baby is this is my main my Q10 is my still my
Oh,
baby.
got you.
I'm
Wow.
sorry, I just it's just so convenient and I can just knock stuff out. If I can go through some of these apps and pick what I have on here from the Amazon store or APK, I would have the app because I have the Amazon Echo. I have that app because I have the Echo and the Fire TV Stick app.
Mm.
I love the Fire TV
Yeah,
Stick.
you were commenting on that I think recently
Yeah,
online in the community.
exactly.
Someone.
And besides that, I don't see tags for likes. That was a
Okay. Okay.
recommendation. And besides that, everything else is BB10.
Wow.
I have a couple of people who's had some concerns, and the particular apps that they asked me to look at, I'll take a look at them, and I do have some issues with them, and I'm big on um, fitness and everything.
Oh, I
So
know.
on my red Z10, I have the Nike app that I use,
Mm.
and I got that APK, and it's even with the most latest update, it still has its issues, but it runs way better than previously on 10.2. So I think as they're um, moving up in um, the releases of the OSs, the Android runtime support is getting better. It's gonna pretty soon. It's gonna be flawless,
Hmm.
and I think that's what they're looking to go. I'm gonna bring something up, and I don't want to get off topic, but
Oh yeah, no.
someone asked me, so would you buy a BlackBerry device um, on the Android OS, just all BlackBerry 10 skinned up? And I was like, no, it's not the same.
No.
Regardless, they was like, well, what is the difference between that and that? Well, I know what's under this device. I
Right.
know there's still BB10, so that's the difference. But yeah, not too many. I mean, I get a couple of people who complain. But there's some apps that just don't work because you got to need Google Play services as well. So
Yeah.
man, this may cause. I'm not gonna say it's gonna cause some controversy, but
Oh man.
man, I was really in love with the Bold 9930.
Whoa.
I mean, now
Wow.
me being the BlackBerry guy that I am, a supporter, I haven't. you know, got my hands on the classic yet. And I seen your response about the classic
Yeah,
and whatever, but
but
I
always shoot
gotta
it
get it.
yourself. Yep, always get it yourself.
That's right. And
Yeah,
I said, okay, he's right. He said, get it yourself.
yep.
But I
I
think
tell
that's
people
the
that.
closest that I may be able to come to the 9930 now. If the 9930 had BB10 on it, that would be awesome. But I think that's what they did with the classic. Now I seen the classic way before it was launched, but you can't.
Yeah,
I've been in a lot of places you can't really take pictures or anything. So
yeah.
I've held it. It has nice weight to it, and that'll be the phone when I go to replace this. That'll be a phone. But the only problem I have is Sprint. Oh man, dude, I don't want to get started on Sprint. And the Sprint, come on, man, they have to do a better job and offer. If even if you don't sell it in the stores, at least have some of the newer devices
Yeah.
available where I can order online because. Uh, Most definitely, no, without question.
Oh
I would
man.
have a hard time letting go of my Q10 because um, it's just so efficient and quick. Um, I'm quick draw McGraw with that thing. But with the passport, I can do basically everything, especially with USB on the go and things like that. I can do everything with this phone. That all the videos that I use and produce are done here. I'm gonna I'm gonna plug my health channel in a second if
Oh
you
yeah.
allow me.
Oh yeah. Let's get it on.
But I do everything with this particular phone. Um, it's really nothing that I can't do because if I really want to get down to it, I can just plug in a USB hub and connect to my PC or Mac and do all the work remotely from that and take care of my business. So
Bonus question, Hank.
it's the bomb, and
It is.
it's just the beginning. And you remember the video that I sent you a link to on BBM
Oh yes.
that came out in 2012.
I'll put a link to what
Sleep.
Hank is talking about in the description. I'll try to remember to put that in the description so you can see it. Old video, but go ahead, Hank.
Yeah, and I'm looking at that video, and there's not a part of something towards blend, more catered to BlackBerry BBM meetings, which is on a whole nother level. We'll talk about that probably on another one. But blend is it's the truth. I mean, I'm blending it up all the time. So all the time I'm blending it up. I love it.
Oh man.
And it's all started, man. BlackBerry sent me over to Amsterdam
Wow.
uh, for the for a developers conference, and I was in bad shape over there, man. I mean, I was at 245 pounds,
Wow. How tall are
and
you if you just in case
I'm
people?
not tall. I'm 5'3" on a good day.
Oh
I'm,
wow. I'm
I'm a
six
Kevin Hart.
four.
You John Beasting me right there. I'm Kevin Hart status. Not as skinny as him, but
I'm Kevin
man,
Garnett.
I was, and, and we'll get together later because I'm
Yeah.
going to do some before and after pictures, and you'll be really amazed. Now, I did have a channel on YouTube, but I took down all my content because I was going to relaunch. But you'll see some of the I'll
Yeah.
shoot you some older videos, and you'll see the fullness of my face and whatever. But
Nice.
when I came back from when I was in Amsterdam, I couldn't enjoy myself because I was you had to do a lot of walking. I was constantly sweating. I just was in bad shape. I really couldn't enjoy it. I enjoyed the conference, but I just couldn't enjoy it physically. So I got back to San Antonio, and I think 2 days later, I had to admit myself in the hospital. I had congestive heart failure.
Wow.
My blood sugar was high. My blood pressure was high. I had fluid in my lungs and things like that. So I stayed in the hospital I say about 3 days
Wow.
getting right. Yeah, and it was terrible, man. And the deciding factor was when my son came to see me and he was like, "Dad, are you gonna be okay?" And that's when it really hit me that I need to really do a
Mm.
lifestyle change.
Oh
So
yeah.
from that point on, and then with the help of another friend, I'm gonna send her a shout out. I ain't gonna say her name, but she
Oh
knows
yeah. Yeah.
she always want yeah whatever. But she really said, hey, you know what, Mike, you really need to change how you doing because this is not good. I said, yeah, I know. Now from then on, man, I just changed my whole lifestyle. I started walking and then running and then changed my eating habits. And that's what I've done. So if you're on Facebook, you can check me out at facebook.com/, Healthy Lifestyles with Hank. Just give a page a like. I share a lot of recipes. I do a lot of cooking on there. I share my all the physical fitness, and it's all about motivation and making sure everybody is healthy. And I also have a BBM um, channel, uh, BlackBerry Hank's fitness channel, and I'll send you the information, and
Yeah,
maybe
I'll
you
be
can
sure to have
plug
the
that
link in
link.
the description. Check the link in the video description, guys. Yeah, it'll be a pop up or something. I'll definitely have the links in the description after you watch this video while you're watching. But
Yeah,
definitely hit the
exactly, man.
pause,
It's all
hit the
about
link,
it's
and
all about healthy, man, and using these devices to keep you healthy is the key. And there are some good applications that are native VB10 that'll help you track your and monitor your blood pressure and monitor
oh wow,
your runs and stuff like that. Run, it's a lot of good stuff on there. So you just got to go in there. And with with BlackBerry doing with the nano health and technology, stuff is moving in the right direction. So hopefully there'll be a native just a health app similar to what Apple has. But just a little with a little bit more features that which you can just plug everything in, depending on APKs and what the developers allow. But
nice.
yeah, that's what I'm doing, man. So make sure y'all go to the page, give us a like, and support us. And it's all about health and living healthy and being healthy, because that's what it's about. Because if you're not healthy, you're not going to be able to enjoy these devices.
That's right. Oh
I'm
man.
really about that life, man. Because I want to live and see my son develop into the young man that I know he can develop in, and I want to be around for that.
That's
And
real talk.
heart disease runs in my family through
Same
my
here.
father's side, and
Same here.
I don't want to be a victim of that. So instead of being a victim, I thought I'd just reverse that and start taking action.
And you heard it.
Man, I wanna do things different than the average BlackBerry blog sites or sites that are out there. I'm trying to do something different, so I have um, some things and plans. I don't want to share it right now, but there's going to be some special things. I want to, I want to do some more personal type things. I want to share BlackBerry stories and things like that. I want people to really be. I want to turn the site into more of a social site
Oh yeah.
instead of the basic. I want it to be interactive. So that's what I'm trying to move to an interactive remarkable.com. And I want to interact more with the people who visit the site, and I want people to share videos, share pictures, and things like that. So that's what I'm trying to move to, because it's a lifestyle, and this is the lifestyle I live, the BlackBerry lifestyle. So that's what I'm trying to push it to. But like I was saying, is I appreciate the opportunity to come over here to let people know that remarkable.com is growing, and plug the health website on Facebook, and just let y'all know that hey, we are a community. We do love these devices, and you're not alone out there. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? There's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
negative going on about BlackBerry, but we're not going anywhere. There's been people saying that BlackBerry was dead in 2011. BlackBerry is
Oh
12,
man,
13,
that's
14,
crazy.
and it's still going. And you can't just cut off products and services like that because they are enriched deep, deeper than you would think. So we're not going anywhere.
And
People ask me all the time.
which device just won for device of the year? I think it was the passport, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, listen,
Yeah.
man, I'm on a couple of different groups, like Windows Phone groups and
Mm-hmm.
and places like that. So, what kind of mockery is this?
Yep.
Hey, it is what you is. Get on there and vote. You
That's
know,
right.
and,
But the
and
truth is always told, man. People hated on that. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, Techno Buffalo decided to post up a battle between all the smartphones, and the
yeah,
Passport beat everybody and became number one. It beat the Classic. It went all the way to number one, and people were mad, saying it was rigged, all this different kind of stuff. But the fact of the matter is, there are BlackBerry fans out there. There's just no recognition for them. There's no support and community, like Hank said. You would think
true.
that there was only one or two BlackBerry people out there that were happy, but when the reality is, you may not see a lot of something, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. Real
And
talk.
and what I use is that, hey man, Nike and the big time shoe companies are running the game right now, but Converse still making shoes.
Hello,
Just like
Puma and
they're
all
still
of them.
making
They
high
still,
quality shoes. I've seen some Converse over $180.
yeah.
So not that it's the fact of the matter is I always like to use that. So we still got devices that we're putting out. They're coming out with what is the new one? The Leap.
Oh, the Leap, yes.
Yeah, which it's an entry level device. Now, my son was talking about he wanted to jump on it, but then I said, well, it's probably the same size as Z30. He said maybe it's too big.
Yeah.
So he's gonna. I guess I may give him just. I don't know about giving this away. Dude.
Oh man, no, you better hold on to that, bro.
Yeah.
Son or not, you better hold on. That's an exclusive item right there.
I might give him. I might just give him another Z10 because of the size.
Yeah.
But the Z10 with the new operating system, let's make it feel like a whole new phone.
Really? See, I'm gonna have to go buy another Z10 because I got rid of my Z10 to get my first passport. I just didn't want it to sit around, and I was like, why did I do that? You know. But hey, I can go buy me another one if it's that good. I'd buy another one.
No, 10.3 is the truth, man. I really it really made my Q10 feel way much better.
Some people address this real quick though. Some people might say that you're biased just because you are an elite member of BlackBerry. Some people might say you're biased and you're just going to always say it's good because they tell me that in my reviews. This is biased. I'm probably one of the most unbiased people on YouTube because no one's paying me and I'm doing this with my own money. So with the, I got to give a shout out to, and he's probably not expecting this, but I got to give a shout out to Mr. Orta, James Orta. This brother is supporting me like none other, and he knows what it's about. I appreciate it. You deserve that shout out, bro. God bless you for real. James, he's a real dude, and he's a background dude. You know, he don't need nobody to know what he's doing, and I like that about him because those are the people that you want to deal with, right? They don't have to showboat and show off. He's a real cat, and he knows who he is. I'm sure he's gonna watch this video. I didn't tell him I was gonna give him a shout out, but James is a real dude. Y'all don't know who he is, but I know who he is, and shout out to him for doing that. But some people might say that you're biased just because you're all about BlackBerry. What do you say to that?
They say I'm biased until I pull out my iPhone.
Yeah, exactly.
Until I pull out my Windows device.
Yes.
And say I rock these devices, but this right here is what I prefer, and this is what I stand by. This device right here, this is what I stand by right here.
There it is. You heard it right there.
I want y'all to see this here. Hold on.
Yeah, this he keeps it real. Whoa, oh man, I like that.
Now, I can pull out my other devices, but this is not that type of company.
Nah, we already know. His name ain't BlackBerry Hank for nothing. So obviously, he's got the pull.
What size hat do you wear? Fitted?
Probably about like 3 1/4. I think, I got a fitted hat. We'll have to talk about it offline. I think I don't got a big head, but I'm 6'4", but I don't got a really big head. Oh, stop it! Oh my God, do y'all see this? Do y'all see this man pulling out the work wide?
I'm gonna get you one.
Oh man, this is like the best interview I've ever done. This is crazy.
What your size is. You tell me what your size is.
Oh man, 7 1/4, 7 3/4, something like that. Oh my God, man, this is the truth right here. Do y'all see this right here making history on this video right now? This is what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Well, if you once again, I got to tell you guys to remember to visit remarkable.com, and I'll put a link to the his fitness Facebook page in the description. I'll put his Twitter and his Instagram. Everything is in the description, so be sure to check the description. And I'm sure you can see the video right here, and I'm showing the website, and I'm showing us talking. I want you to see the website while we were chatting, so you can see this is a beautiful website. I've been scrolling through, Hank, while we've been chatting. Also, remember, check the links in the description. That's where you can get a hold of us. I'll put our group. We run a group. I started a group, and I needed him to come on board and help me because I'm a busy person. He is too, but we basically just running that together now, kind of, sort of. So I'm gonna put the link in the description, and if you go to that channel, the BBM Fan channel, you probably see me post it all the time on Google Plus. But you don't have to have a BlackBerry. You know what I'm saying? You just need BBM. And then once we see you join that, then I can, it's kind of like a private group we have, but the channel is open to everybody, but there is a private group that you heard me and him talking about earlier. It's about 19 or 20 people in that group only, but on the channel, it's more than 200 people in there. It's growing fast, isn't it, Hank? That thing just, it's only been up for maybe a month or so, and
and I'm surprised. I'm not surprised, but then I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it shocked me too. It shocked me too.
But you have to give yourself credit because you are doing such a wonderful thing for the product and your product placement and your videos, man. You motivate me to just continue doing what I'm doing, and I'm highly motivated about mine. I've been called now you might want to add it to that, but someone called me and said, Hank, you're a BlackBerry whore. I probably the best BlackBerry whore you ever met
Oh man.
because I'll continue to be that whore.
Oh
But yes,
my God.
I'll take that negative
Oh
because
my
it's
God. And
probably
that's a good thing though. I mean, I don't take that in a negative way. I think it's a good
oh
thing.
yeah,
You
they
know?
trying to be negative with it. That's a compliment to me.
Yeah, because you got to support the brand, and
So
I'm all
keep doing
about
what
the
you're doing.
BlackBerry. I'm a fan,
Yeah,
man, for real.
yeah,
But if you go to the channel, everybody won't be in our private group because I say that because you'll be able to interact with us any time of day. It'll be 2 in the morning, and somebody will ring in and start talking. So that's why it's a small number of people in there. And I think we've got people from Ghana, we've got people from everywhere in this private group, and
worldwide.
we've learned each other's. Shout out to Jay, Romeo. They're the main two people, and Kalair. They're the main
Yeah,
people in that group. We chat nearly several times a week. And so the main channel, I'll have a flash up or a link in the description. You can join that. But I can't, we can't have everybody in this private group because there's all different times. And we really do talk to each other real time. It's real
yeah, we do.
time. We holler at each other real time. So we've got about 20 people over there. So if you're a hardcore BlackBerry person, you're probably in our private group. And and shout out to Clive too. Clive Williams, he's over there too. There's just some people that just stand out because we talk every day. But the channel,
Right.
definitely come join the channel. It's just a place. I try to keep a new thread up or 2 or 3 threads up every week or so just to keep the channel moving. And people are really enjoying it, man. I don't even know. I'm sure it's over 200 people in there. Have you checked it lately? I haven't checked it.
I haven't
Let
checked
me
it,
look at it real quick and see how many people are
and,
actually in there. It was
and
over.
sometimes
It's 205, 220,
that's
200.
beautiful, bruh.
Man, the channel hasn't been going very long, but there's 219 people looks like in there right now. And again, in the private group, if you're a hardcore fan of BlackBerry and you keep it real, we can move you over to the private group that we talk in. But that's just not something that I've done. I don't. It just kind of turned into what it is. It's not even that we planned it. It's just kind of was like I was like, hey Hank, I'm gonna start this channel. Come help me run this channel, and that's kind of I don't know. It just kind of took off from there. But
I think it's time to get that channel certified.
oh man.
Um, and I think I know some people that
That'd
can
be
make
nice. See,
that
this is
happen.
what I'm talking about. You got to get to know the big dogs in order to
Yeah,
get to where you need to go. And
yeah,
we fortunate
exactly.
enough to have this interview right here, man. Because I'm holding Hank to all of this stuff. I'm loving it, man. I'm
Oh,
so
mm-mm.
so glad that I was able to get this interview with Hank. I mean, this is a long time coming because I think I asked him like a month ago, hey, can you do this? And he was like, just trying to negotiate something as simple as this. It's kind of tough because I do these tech videos, but I have my own life. We both have a family outside of this. So it's tough. But even though you see like 15 videos going up from me quickly, some of those videos I had to shoot them because I have personal business going on. I gotta do something else, so I gotta shoot them out in the future. But this is a tough thing to get somebody to take away from his time. For real, thanks to Hank for taking away the hour or however long we've been on this. Wow. To do this interview, man, it's a big thing, and it's
Appreciate it.
not just about promoting and promoting and promoting. These are real people with real lives, and Hank is one of them. Same thing I
Yeah.
said about Sam. These are real people, and this is how we're doing it, man. So, once again, thank you, Hank, man. I can't stress it enough. I appreciate you taking the opportunity, taking an hour or however long this has been to talk to everybody because there are BlackBerry fans out there, and I think they're going to watch this video and be like, whoa, I got to go to remarkable.com or I want to join your channel. Now I see you got some elite members. And Hank is the only elite member on the channel, which is, that's exciting to me. He's the only one there. And that's exciting to have an elite member from BlackBerry. You probably don't, you don't really understand, you don't really get it yet. Some people might know what a
Not
BlackBerry
yet.
elite member is. Some people might not know. Basically, it's a person with a lot of power within BlackBerry, and I'll leave it at that. That's all you need to know. He's
That's
somebody
all.
important and to deal with in BlackBerry, and
Cool.
you'll never know who you might cross paths with. And I'm so happy that Hank reached out to me and about 2 or 3 months ago and just said hello. And watched the videos, and I started going to this website. And relationships formed. You don't even know they're going to happen. But the good part about it is we both love BlackBerry, and that is a huge deal. It won't ever go away. I'm going to always be a BlackBerry fan. Behind every other video that you see, I probably typed it up with a BlackBerry or I did some kind of editing with a BlackBerry. And let me go ahead and shoot this out there because some people might not know. Somebody asked me what camera I had, and I showed them my camera. But some of those videos were shot with my passport. See, and everybody said the quality was great, but I never told them it was done with the passport. So people said the camera is bad on the passport, but you love
What
the
else?
quality of that video, but you didn't know it was being shot with the BlackBerry passport.
Everything. Listen, everything I do, everywhere I go, and I do videos on the fly because with the how can I not remember the name of the app? With the
The camera, the camera one you told me about.
yeah, you actually don't use it as much. Story Maker.
Oh,
Okay.
Story Maker. Oh, yeah, I got one of those up.
So with Story Maker, if I go to events or whatever, I'll just shoot some footage, and I'll probably shoot you a link to one I did when I went to this event for a birthday party.
Nice.
But dude, I'll shoot the video, and by the time the event is over, I'll have it edited and ready done, and I'll show people, and they are blown away.
Wow.
I mean, just, hey, can you send me that video? How did you do that so fast? I said, "That's BlackBerry, baby. It's all about BlackBerry."
And for
baby.
those of you who don't know what Story Maker is, it's in BlackBerry 10. It's go into your device and you'll see Story Maker. It's a great piece of software to use to make short videos and clips, and it's got some good editing software. Just like Hank said, it's there, and it's called Story Maker. It's free with your BlackBerry 10 device.
Yeah. And I was just offered from a video that I shot. A lady wants me to do her some shots, some scenes and stuff, and put together a video at a wedding.
Nice.
So, listen,
oh man,
I'm doing this all exclusively with the BlackBerry Passport.
Oh man, see,
filming, everything, editing. You can do it all with the Passport.
Work wide is not just a slogan. It's their slogan, but it's true. It's for real. And I don't tell everybody what camera. Here's my actual camera that I use for my videos. This is a powerful little camera, believe it or not. But a couple of the last videos, I did use a Passport, and I didn't tell anybody because I wanted to kind of trick them a little bit to see what that looks good. And I did that because some people hate the camera on the BlackBerry Passport, and a lot of people love it. But I think the people who hate it are people who don't actually own the device, and that's the problem that we have, I think.
People who don't own it really can't talk about it.
They can't talk about it. So folks, leave a comment, because I know there's always some controversy, there's always some haters, there's always a whole bunch of love, and then you got those 2 or 3 people that vote the video down as soon as I post it. I have no idea how that happens, but whatever. You know, I heard the last person, I won't say their name, but they said, "I'm gonna unsubscribe. You too busy on that Crackberry." I was like, okay, you know, like I'm cracking. I'm loving BlackBerry too much, but nonetheless, haters welcome. Come on through, because the fact that you're still watching, I appreciate the love. You know, it's okay. But leave a comment for Hank directly. Remember, I'm going to have all of Hank's information in the description. Both websites, his Instagram, his Twitter. Probably put the Google Plus up there, but he's heavily on Instagram. I'm telling you, I follow him on Instagram, and you get to see some good stuff on Instagram, man. I kid you not. He'll put up some photos, and we just be like, "Oh man, how'd you make that?" Really sweet. Follow him on Instagram at BlackBerry Hank, and on Twitter as well. So Hank, I'll let you close this out. Any other thing you want to shout out to anybody?
I actually do want to give a shout out, and this is back to Rob Dunwood. I appreciate him giving me the opportunity to come on the Remarkable. And him and the buddies over there at SMR Podcast, if y'all ever get a chance to talk, to check out a good podcast, it's smrpodcast.com. Check those fellas out. 3 good brothers who are all about tech. Now, the only thing I don't like about it, and I got love for them brothers, is it's minimal BlackBerry talk. And I've been on the podcast before, and it's a good group of fellas on there. So I want to send a shout out to SMR Podcast, and don't forget to hit up Jay and subscribe to the channel.
Oh, I appreciate that love, man.
Up on Google Plus and follow him on Twitter. And he is the truth. I was skeptical at first, but he has proven himself to me.
That's what's up.
A BlackBerry.
All right.
I appreciate that, bro. Good
yes,
job, man.
yes.
Good
I was a download BlackBerry person, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna have to just tell it. They're gonna have to hate me or whatever they need to do. I'm just gonna have to start putting more BlackBerry love out there. I'm gonna continue to shoot BlackBerry videos. There's just no getting around it, because there's always gonna be something new. But man, you guys, it was nice to have you watch this video. It may be a little lengthy video. This is probably one of my longest videos, probably. But it's good stuff in here. So if you made it to the end, there you go. Hit the links in the description and keep on going. Go to remarkable.com. I already know you're probably subscribed to my channel. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe button, and most importantly, share the video. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at mrjlwilliams. Everything for me is mrjlwilliams. Just like BlackBerry Hank has it set up. Same for me. It's mrjlwilliams at Twitter, on Instagram, on Google Plus. It's all the same. So, Hank, I want to thank you again, man, for taking out the time. I knew this would be a good interview. Me and Hank were talking. Like, this is real talk. Me and Hank were talking before we started to, get into the interview. And I told him, I was like, man, this is going to be so tight, because you can just feel a natural flow of good conversation. And you know, there's always questions. We have to do the questions just to keep the video interesting for you guys and to learn about the guest. But I knew it. I said, man, this is going to be one of those interviews and one of those talks where it's so natural it could just go on for a long time, and that's kind of what you get. But the point of this video is for you to get to know BlackBerry Hank. If you didn't know him, again, Hank is somebody important with BlackBerry, and that's pretty much what it boils down to. He runs remarkable.com. He's an avid BlackBerry fan, and that's just about what it is. I want you to get to know Hank because this is somebody that I talk to pretty much every day or every other day or so, and it's good to put it out there so you can see what kind of things go on in the background. And I don't get on camera very often. JC said, man, you got to get on camera, man. You're a good dude. You're a good dude. Get on camera, man. People love that. I'm like, well, you know, I'm an older cat, so I just want to show the product too. that's about it.
Man, I was like, okay, hold on, you sure taking a lot of more selfies with
yeah, man. I just decided I'm gonna, you know, JC said it makes people feel more comfortable and get to know me personally on a personal level. But to me, the only way you get to know me on a personal level is if you come hang out with me and we really hang out, or we talk offline like me and Hank do. We really join our channel, and then if you are invited to join the private group, you'll see the same people, and it's like maybe 7 of us who regularly talk to each other. You know, that's just how it is. So again, hit the channel up. Hank is running that channel with me pretty much, and that's kind of how it works. And me and him are on and off, or sometimes we're on at the same time. Again, shout out to the people in that private group, which is Jay, Romeo, Clive. Clive is kind of a new person, the latest person that we invited in. But Jay and Romeo, man, and Kalir, they were kind of the first people that kind of joined on when Hank and when I started up, and Hank was like, I think Hank might have even told me to start the channel. I don't remember. But when I first did that, I really didn't know what to do, to be honest. And I said, Hank, you're gonna have to help me come run this thing when I'm out. You know, you're gonna have to help me with something. So, but then it just kind of took off. And so it's just you just have to come over and join the channel, man. It's not like what you think. You don't have to pay anything. No one's gonna bug you. It's just BlackBerry love, or just BBM love, or just tech love, just tech talk all the way around. So, again, a special thanks to Hank for giving me the opportunity to interview him. It's a lot of fun. We could definitely go on for 4 or 5 hours. It probably wouldn't even seem like it, man.
Right.
But Hank, one more time, tell everybody your website, your Instagram, your Twitter, your all your information.
All right. On Twitter, you can follow me at BlackBerry Hank. Instagram is under at BlackBerry Hank. Remarkable.com, and then on Facebook, please go to the page and give us a like. It's www.facebook.com/healthylifestyleswithhank. And just give us some support and show love to the page, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed in
you sure
what
won't.
I'll be posting.
You won't be. I'm not lying. You'll be good. Especially on Instagram, you'll be good.
Yeah, I like that.
You will be good. So thanks everybody for tuning in to this video. Again, rate, subscribe, share the video, like. It's your boy J Will with special guest BlackBerry Hank, the elite member of BlackBerry. One time. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
All right. Peace.
Alright guys, I appreciate you joining me in another video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and thumbs up. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.